What's up guys, my name is Infinity, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about Town Hall 9 Queen Charge Hogs. Now Queen Charge Hogs is something that I like to recommend to people who are trying to get into Town Hall 9 war attacking. Because number one, it's really good, and number two, it teaches you fundamental skills that'll translate to your success in higher Town Hall levels such as Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11, even Town Hall 12 where Queen Charge Hogs, Queen Charge Miners, Queen Charge Hybrid are really strong. So today, as always, I'll be talking about stuff you look for and identifying whether a base is right for Queen Charge Hogs, and of course, the execution of the attack. So with that being said, let's get right into it. And as always, guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure you give me a like. If you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you have any suggestions for me, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you're interested, make sure you check the link out in the description below as well. So whenever you choose a basic queen charge, you need to make sure, number one, your queen can take out the enemy queen. Number two, you need to make sure you can take out the enemy clan castle troops. If you don't do those things, then your hog portion will fail. And now I saw this base and I thought, okay, maybe if I queen charge here, I'll be able to take out the queen. And I'll be able to take out the clan castle troops because the queen will step into the range. And some other things to look out for is with your queen charge, you also need to see if you can get some high defensive values such as Tesla farms, exposed wizard towers, and giant bombs especially. So I was thinking, okay, the bomb tower is right here. That's a giant bomb pretty much. So I could take that out. And there's usually Tesla farms in these spots next to the town hall. So I thought, okay, maybe I can take those out too. Because I would get all this value right here, it would create a nice curve shape for my hogs. And that's what you want. I've talked about this a few times in my other attack videos, how you want to make a curve shape or an L shape for your hogs so you have a good pathing and you can manage your hogs a little bit easier. And then I would just send my hogs probably starting right here, go around the base this way. So let's see how that worked out in real life. So I immediately put down my queen, and when she takes damage, I put my healers down. And to the left, I put my baby dragon so she doesn't go to the left, because if she goes outside the base, that's very bad. So whenever you wall break, you want to put down one test wall breaker to test for any small bombs, because if you put all your wall breakers down, the small bomb will kill them all and you won't get a successful wall break. So now that my queen is targeting the king, she's going to be held up for a while. So now I decided to put my king down so that I could get the funnel on the right side, so she would have no choice but to go inside the base. Now notice that I actually ran out of wall breakers. What I should have done was raise the wall breakers so I would only have to use 2 to break this first wall, and then I would have 3 more to work with to get the second wall break. But I didn't think ahead, and because of that, I wasn't able to get a double layer wall break. So fortunately for me, the king actually pulls the clan castle troops up here. And that's a good thing, because my queen wouldn't actually have done that because she didn't get the wall break there. She wouldn't have pulled the clan castle troops. So now my queen continues to go inside the base, and she'll take out that bomb tower before dealing with the ice golems. So I'm looking at this base now, and I realize that I haven't actually taken a whole lot of base. I still have 2 expos, like 3 wizard towers, and the Tesla farm hasn't been dealt with at all. So I just throw my hogs down in a wave, knowing that I can't really do much. Now I put a heal down right here because I think that there's a giant bomb in this spot because of how many 2x2 giant bomb tile gaps there are. And I was right, and because of that, the heal paid off. So I sent my clan castle troops right here to support my hogs, keeping them concentrated in the core, and usually the 6 max hogs are enough to help support the main group from the side. Now I put a rage down because I haven't used a rage, and the queen I wanted the queen to deal with the Tesla farm faster because I could. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Times 2 the cleanup. Now usually you have 2 heals and 2 rages in this composition. One rage is usually for dealing with a queen, and another rage is usually for clan castle troops. Sometimes you don't use both for those purposes, and sometimes you'll need to use it earlier for dealing with high concentrations of DPS on your queen, and your healers won't be able to keep up. And I'll look into that more in the next replay. So let's move on. So guys, something you should know is that queen charges in general usually work really well on split bases. And what I mean by split bases is when you have a bunch of islands in the base that are separated with gaps, like actual just gaps. So for example, this base, it's actually called the Yellow River. It's an old foreign base, but this base is separated into these two halves. Notice that there are no walls actually blocking out this area and this area. So technically, my queen could actually just go all the way through here. And that way she'd be able to get the clan castle troops and she'd be able to get the queen, which is our first two priorities. Now notice she won't be able to get so many high priority defenses. Usually, if you look at the base design, there's two Teslas right here. So she'll be able to get those. She'll get this wizard tower. And eventually she'll get this expo and tank this one. But that's not a lot, which goes to show how powerful Queen Charge Hogs actually is. So I'll wait for it to get about this much of the base. So that way I'll have a nice curve shape for the rest of my hogs. And I'll probably do my hogs this way and go counterclockwise. And have them go together so that they sweep through the base together. And I'll have my heals ready for my hogs too. And something to notice is that this core has a lot of DPS in it, such as the queen and two expos. I'll be ready to rage my healers in the core too. So let's see how that worked out in the actual attack. I always recommend starting queen charges with your queen as soon as possible, because you want to make sure that your queen can get what she needs to get as soon as possible to avoid a time kill as much as possible. So I put the queen down and then I put the baby dragon immediately after so that she could get the funneling on the left. And because I put the king on the right with the wizard to assist, I could get the right funneling, and the queen has no choice but to go inside the base. And I don't have to wall break, which is also nice because of the split design. So I put this balloon right here in hopes of attracting a Seeking Air Mine. Usually do that to protect your healers, because you don't want your healer tripping up mine, because if you lose it, then it's 14 troop space that you just wasted. So I knew that I was going to step into the clan castle range right now, so I put a rage down for my queen and my healers. So that way my queen would also be raged, but the healers would also be raged. The healers would also be raged so that the healing rate would be increased. So I poisoned everything, including the queen, which was pretty convenient. And Poison Yeti doesn't really do much to my queen. So I was thinking, okay, my queen is shooting this town hall now. I should probably put a rage to speed her up, because she's going to also be dealing with the barbarian king as soon as she finishes. And this rage was actually pretty bad because I put it too deep into the base, and because of that my healers weren't raged, so their healing rate wasn't boosted, and because of that my queen had to pop her ability so she wouldn't die. And the healers actually pick up an air mine, so that's not ideal. So now I decide, because I got two expos tanked for with my queen, I just put my hogs down, and then I put my CC hogs right there to support the flank. They can usually take care of those buildings by themselves. On reaction, I see that the hogs hit a double giant bomb, so I heal them immediately. And the queen continues to shoot the expos, and that's it. The queen charge made a nice L shape in the base, and because of that, my hogs stayed together, and the heal spells were really effective in this attack. So let me ×2 the cleanup. So in the next attack, I like to show you guys what a double wall break looks like and how to execute it. Because sometimes you might need to do that, because being able to do a double wall break will help you save some spell space so you wouldn't have to use a jump spell. So let's see what that looks like right now. So in this base, I thought, okay, I could queen charge hogs this, because my queen charge, if I started her here and got her into here, I would be able to get the clan castle, I'd be able to get the archer queen, and I'd be able to get this expo and all these defenses right here. And ideally, she would create an L shape for the rest of the base. In order to do this, I would have to do something called a double wall break. And what that looks like is I would have to first wall break here, and I would have to wall break here. Now, only 5 wall breakers. So in order to do this, I would need to time the wall breaks with the rage spells, or else I wouldn't be able to do this successfully. And also, to ensure that the queen would actually go into this area, I put my baby dragon right here, and I put my king right here, so that the king would take out this stuff, and then the dragon would take out this stuff, and I'd be able to walk my queen into this area. So let's see how that worked out in the actual attack. So I start with a baby dragon on the builder hut just to take care of it, and then I put the queen down immediately after. I put a wizard down right here to take care of that builder hut. And I put my king down. So I put my healers down on the queen at half health. No, there's no way now that the healers will swap to the king. I need a wall break before the cannon dies, so I put 3 wall breakers down immediately to target the cannon, so that they'll actually target that wall right here. And they do. The king actually draws the lava hound out. And lava hounds are pretty annoying because they stall your queen for a pretty long time. And what I usually like to do is I'll like to drop a wizard for the lava hound. So now that I saw that my queen was stepping into very high DPS area, we got like 5-point defenses on my queen, and then I had to deal with enemy queen too. So I put a wizard down for the lava hound, and I put the poison down right then. You want to delay the poison spell so that the pups actually go into the poison spell. And now I put down 2 wall breakers and the rage spell. And with the rage spell, the 2 wall breakers are able to take down the wall instead of requiring the usual 3. So now that I got the expo tank by my queen, I can put my hogs down, all of them in 2 lanes. And a wizard down for cleanup there. So I put my reinforcement hogs right there, and I noticed that my hogs had actually hit a giant bomb right here, so I healed them there. And they hit another giant bomb there. And I thought, okay, where's the highest concentration of hogs in this area? So I put a heal right there. And because my queen didn't have to deal with so many point defenses at that time, I didn't need any more rages or my ability. And there was actually a troll Tesla right here, so my hogs have to go there. And troll Teslas are pretty good defensive strategy because they really eat up time, especially if you do Lalo. Like, balloons are so slow, and having to deal with a troll Tesla without a haste spell is really annoying. And from that point, it's pretty much cleanup. I actually used a poison spell on this king when I dropped my clan castle hogs because I didn't want the king to do too much damage to my hogs. And yeah, GG. So this base is actually a pretty split design because look how the walls are separated. Look how there are so many islands that are separated from each other. So I could technically walk my queen down into this valley right here, but there's no guarantee that she'll go this way. She might go to the left. So I decided was, okay, I'll start my queen here, and I'll wall break into this area so that she can take out the bomb tower, the queen, the clan castle troops, these 3 buildings right here, and make a nice L shape, or make a nice line shape from the rest of the base. So I did my normal funneling, king on one side, baby dragon on the other. That's usually what you need to do for most of these bases. So I wanted the queen to take out this archer tower first before I drop my wall breakers, because if I didn't wait, then there would be a high chance that the wall breakers actually targeted that island right there. So the wall breakers actually target the gold storage first, so I'm like, okay, I'll just wait a little bit. Now the wall breakers will target that wall, which is fine. I put a rage down just to speed up my queen, and now that she'll engage the enemy troops, the enemy E-Drag and the enemy queen, I poison both, and I drop another rage. Usually you need to do this for E-Drags if you have a bunch of point defenses on your queen as well, so just to be safe. But now I have a nice line of defenses for my hogs to just take care of, so I just spread them in a wave right there and put some wizards for cleanup behind them. That's really important. You need to do that. Get into the habit of putting cleanup wizards because it'll save you a lot of time in the end. So my hogs are going pretty thin, so I put my hogs, my CC hogs from the back instead of on the side because I need to take care of that Tesla farm in the core. And now they regroup, and not a lot that can stop them right now. Even though I still have the king up, the enemy king up, I have so many hogs and only 2 defenses left. Now 1 defense left, and that's pretty much it. And then the hogs turn on the king and kill him really quickly. And yeah, that's just cleanup. Let me times 2 that. yeah, there you go. That's pretty much Queen Charge Hogs. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.